Last night I was preparing for the Tinman. I've come to realize that the best way to attack the Tinman for your clan is to make sure that you've got the biggest army possible so that you can send wave after wave after wave and not have to worry about reviving troops. The reason why I believe it's important for players to know how to prepare for the Tinman is so that when your clan leader or the superiors launch the Tinman, obviously you know that you only get a certain amount of time. In my clan, we actually invest a lot in time. So we get 19 minutes. That's quite a lot of time. However, in a previous clan I was in, we never used to have that much time. It would be somewhere in and around 8 minutes. And sometimes in that time, you can get a flush of panic. So you're just sending all your troops after troops after troops. In order to avoid that, a little bit of preparation will help you. I promise you. The aim of the game in this tournament is to get as much points as possible. You know, you can earn chests for your clan. If I show all of the prizes, there's first you get gold, then fragments, then you get these chests, clan, get yourself some scrolls of triumph for the triumphal challenge, then another clan chest. Anything more than that is just a bonus, but that's what you really want to do it for. Not only that, you'll get yourself a lot of valor points too. So when you're attacking the Tinman, you really want to send your highest level captain to do the biggest attack possible. This isn't about leveling up captains in this tournament. This is all about getting those points with as minimal attacks as possible. I'm going to use A-Day because she's my biggest captain and I've managed to level her up to level 90. Her leadership score is 11,875. So that's the largest army I can send. All you want to do is click on a monster. You're not going to attack it. All you want to do is use it to prepare your army. The game makes sure that the points are relative to your level. So it doesn't matter what level you're at, whether you're just starting out or whether you're a well-advanced player, all the time in the tournament, the points will be relative to whatever level you're at. So the next thing is important to know, which is troop stacking. A person in the comments put, it's not stacking, it's balancing. Totally agree. However you want to call it, at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is ensure your initial first attacking troops are the ones that don't cost so much and the ones you can afford to delete, get rid of, the ones you don't mind that get attacked, get killed. That way, after the initial tit for tat fight, you're left with your high value troops that can deliver stronger attacks and get more kills and ultimately get you more points. Like in my situation here, I've got level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 guardsmen and specialists. I've got the first set of monsters, level 3s and level 4s, and I've got myself these mercs here. Now, in order to ensure that I stack my troops properly, I have to do the calculations, which is my formula. Basically, all I do is take the health of my highest troop, which is my rider, level 4, and the health is 1,740. All I'm going to do is see for every 100 level 4 riders that I use, I check to see what that health score is. And then I divide it by the next level down. So for this example, I would use 1,740 times it by 100, and then I would divide that by 960, and then that will give me the number of troops that I want for my level 3 riders. Once you've done that math, you can then start to level your army so that it's all relative to health score, so that level 1s go in first because the enemy are going to attack whatever troop type has the highest health score. So once you've done a little bit of calculations and you've wrote it all down, I highly suggest you write it all down. I know that my A-Day's leadership is 13,967. The reason for that is because I've clicked on my dragon, which increases the leadership. If I took it off, you can see it drops, but I click it on, it increases. What I'm going to do right now is input all the numbers of how my army is going to look for my first attack. Okay, so what I've done here is put the numbers in for each troop. So my level 1s, 1,750. My level 2s are 969. My level 3s are 546. And my level 4s are 300. Riders, just half the numbers because riders take up 2. My level 4s are 150. And there is how I stack my guardsmen and my specialists. Then I go on to my monsters and I do the same formula. I take the health of the highest troop type, then divide it by the health type of each monster, and then that gives me the number I should be using to send them. Then I do exactly the same for my mercenaries. Happy days. So now I know that my army is set up. And as you can see from my leadership score, the numbers work out perfectly. My total I can use is 13,967. You can see that I'm maximizing on my leadership score, and the numbers are going to be perfect for the attack. Now, this is off the base level health, which a person in the comments has mentioned in one of my previous videos, that what happens if you use buffs. So if I go to A-Day, for example, and we take a look at her equipment, you can see that this equipment here is army strength and army health. So I don't have to worry because everybody's getting the same boost. However, if I take a look at the enchantment, oh, apologies, army health is still the same. So when you're using the buffs, it's probably best to try and keep to the whole army 100%. However, what if you're using an artifact? Like I'm going to be using this artifact here, which is the Medallion of Unity. This increases guardsman's health, which still isn't a bad thing, because now I know that every single guardman level will increase by the same percentage, so it's not a problem. However, if I was to change it and use something like the Philosopher's Stone, this only increases the specialist's health and strength, which will alter the calculations for the troop stacking formula, simply because they will have higher health score, so they could potentially get hit first. Same with if I was going to be using the Valkyrie diadem. This increases flying units' health and strength. So that would, in essence, make my monsters that are flying monsters more vulnerable to get attacked first. Yes, when you're planning and troop stacking, do definitely take into account the buffs, the boosts that equipment and artifacts can have when building your army to attack. Okay, so now we've done that, you're going to be sending that first wave of attack at the Tinman. Chances are you will probably need to send another one straight after. So how do we make sure that we're not sitting around having to revive our army, use sacred potion, sometimes use gold if you're a new player, which I don't recommend, to revive your army? I mean, the best thing you could possibly do is not revive your army. Just make sure that you have troops in the pipeline so that you can quite literally and go again, especially if you're limited for time, so you're not messing around. So how do we do that? So remember, when we're limited for time to attack the Tinman, if you're limited for time, that is, and even if you're not limited for time, this is still just good to do. When you're training your troops to build your army, calculate how many attacks you plan to do. So I plan to do 5 attacks. So when I'm building my army, I don't need to really overly invest in troop types that I don't need the numbers for. So if I go to, for example, army, and I'm going to train level 4s, there's no point me training another 1,661 if I don't need to, because it eats into my food production per hour. I'll have troops that I won't be using. So the idea is you take the number of troops you need, and I know I'm going to need 150 riders level 4 for one attack, and all I'm going to do is times that by 5. So as long as I've got 750 level 4 riders in the pipeline, I know I can do 5 attacks. If I wanted to do 6, I just add another 150, and that's 900. So I know that I've got enough level 4 riders. The same calculations can be done for every level, and just make sure that when you go into your barracks to train your troops, put in the exact numbers you need. So if I take a look, my level 1 archers, for example, I'll go to how many I need, which is 1,750. So yeah, currently I've only got enough for 5 attacks. So if I wanted to plan to do 6 attacks, I just go to the level 1s. Instead of building 3,322, I only need to build 1,748. Done. Happy days. So now I've got exactly 10,500 level 1 archers. I know I've got the exact amount of level 1 archers to do 6 attacks against the Tinman. And I will do this for every single troop type to ensure that I'm not sitting around having to revive troops or fuff around. In a nutshell, what I'm saying is, for new players especially, don't feel the need like you have to max out your army with the most amount of troops at the highest level if you're troop stacking, because you don't. Having troops on standby that you're not going to use, it's better to get the numbers exact right so you know when it comes to the crunch, you just send wave after wave after wave, knowing full well that you've got the numbers correct, that you're going to be able to do 5 attacks. And if you've got enough food production to cater for 7 attacks, build your army for 7. I just want to highlight that I did gain some more mercenaries today whilst I was doing the Merc exchange, which is pretty cool. Also want to highlight that when building your big army, if you have troops sitting and waiting like I had, when you gain more mercs, remember that they cost food to host. As you can see, my total production of food is down to 29,000, which, luckily I only got enough mercs that I needed rather than getting loads more, and I could have ended up in the red there. Just be aware. But anyway, yeah, got myself pretty much the same as before. But instead of knights, I got myself legionaries. So happy days. I'll just add them to the mix. Yeah, we're going to launch in about 7 minutes. So I'm going to ignite my bonuses now, just so I don't need to worry about it when the time comes. However, just because you've got your troops in order after every attack, remember your dragon and remember your mercenaries. And there it is. Happy days. All right, so here it goes. Okay, so that's the first attack done. Let's take a look at the score. Excellent, 75 million Valour. And we got quite a decent amount of kills there. So as you can see, my level 1s and level 2s take the initial attack. Then in come my level 4s, in come my level 3s, then my mercs. Happy days. Followed by more level 3 monsters, level 4 monsters, and that is exactly how you get maximum kills. Once that is done, the next step is to revive who we need to revive, which is captain and mercs. We also want to go into the city real quick, level up the dragon, and then we're back in. Click on that and we should be good to go again. Same thing, all set up. Should remember the numbers. Yeah, it does. See, got troops in the pipeline. It's exactly what we want. And we start March. Whilst that's going on, I'm going to quickly check to see the bonuses. We can see that we've hit some personal goals already. Got some gold, fragments, and the chest. Happy days, come out of that. A-Day leveled up. I'm going to quickly check on the... Yep, got another clan chest there. Happy days, and we're going for the next one. That's how simple attacking a Tinman can become when you've got everything in place, good to go. And that is literally how you maximize Tinman. Once you've got everything in place, absolutely smash it. And every single time, troop stacking works. Maximum kills. Never fails. Yeah, everything's still in place. Just checking. Yeah, let's go again. And that's the benefit of having a big army. It's the benefit of troop stacking and a little bit of preparation. And obviously having mercenaries as well. If you like this video and you're wanting to learn more about how to prepare yourself for an attack on a Tinman to be successful for yourself and for your clan, a few things to put into consideration. That is, firstly, the size of your city will allow you to cater for a big army. So I've done the video to that. I'll link it so you can watch that straight after this one and get straight on that. If you also want to know how to stack your troops, I will also link that video for you. So definitely watch the video to get an understanding of how to stack troops properly and do the formula. Thanks for watching this one. Hope it's been helpful. And as always, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.